I'm a photographer. My name is Paddy and I suppose have been involved all my life in making pictures because it is one way of expressing hurt, and in doing so it is, I suppose, it relieves the pain of life. So I have set out to deal with anxiety and separation. Generally wear black in my life, like now, or dark blue, and I always buy dark shoes, black shoes. I have a broad fitting, so I'm limited to what sort of shoes I can buy. So I need something which is soft here so they can push the sides out. I'm quite heavy on my feet and quite often go through at the bottom, so I can wear them till there are holes in the bottom, and I change them when the water comes through, when I'm walking up and down the pavements and go through puddles. I go around in very dirty shoes. I go to North Wales by the coast and sit and watch the sea all day and photograph it, and go to London occasionally, see some art, but I don't go on a plane or leave the country, so they don't travel very far. They serve me up and down the pavements of Oxford. Okay, the first thing I do in the morning is go for coffee in summertime about 7 o'clock, and I write for 2 hours. I look at the paper and write and think and watch, thinking about making work, changing my ideas, looking at art. I love music, so when I'm in a restaurant or whatever, there's always music. There's always music at home where I am, forever listening to lyrics and different sorts of music. I have favourite artists, but of course, I'm prepared to listen to classical music, to dance music, to soul music, and obviously Dylan and the Beatles are important. Okay, Oxford is well, it's special for 2 reasons. Because I've been here all my life, so I remember the changes and also the things that remain, and I have lots of memories, whether on the pavements, whatever, or through gateways of looking at scenes. But I suppose that the most important thing really is the history and the stone and the ancient city that it is, the beauty of Oxford. Of course it's unique as Cambridge is, so I'm very fortunate to be in a very rewardingly visual city. Well, you need a roof over your head, you need warmth, you need food. I need a camera, pen and paper. I don't need much, and ideally love and friendship. I don't know, you've got to find, you've got to find your own way in life, what you want out of it and what rewards you, and your own route. I mean, some people chase all sorts of things, which money, success, power, those things have never, interest me. I have a lovely place and my parents have left me, so I'm very fortunate, but I don't spend money on very much in the world. I mean, we're absolutely hugely fortunate by how we can act out our lives, and amazingly we don't know how lucky we are really, and to live in Oxford in England would be, I think, desirable for 95% of the world's population is so extremely lucky. My father always said, you know, you must do the kindest thing. And you know, that lingers with me, and I think maybe that's what you do. You try and cause as least pain as possible for other people, but we always get it wrong. We never quite learn, and you've got to help other people through this. I remember someone saying to me, you see, all we have to do is learn something about ourselves and something about the world. And I think that was pretty accurate. I know that Robert Frank, photographer, said look out for hope. And as you get older, I think about Beckett, who said, I can't go on we go. And it's a bit like this at this age. I have taken photographs now for about 50 years. Well, it will be 50 years next year, and from the very start of my first important picture, really. So 50 years of doing it. And I think I've got about 12 photographic books, you know, different essays, and I'd like to see them. I shan't live long enough to see them out in the world. You struggle with your life, and you know, and if it all went on the skip at the end of your life, you would think, oh, a bit of a waste. So I'd like to see the work realised in a way. Not what I want to show in my work is kind of isolation and rejection and kind of the difficulties that life presents. So I want to communicate that to people. When I was very young, I was taken to the Ashmolean Museum in Oxford, and I saw Samuel Palmer's work, and it was dark and lonely figures, his ink drawings, and I thought, I thought immediately, oh, that's how I feel. I'm not alone in the world. And then I thought, I want to make work like that. That's to say, to show to people they're not alone. It isn't about proving anything that I make work, you know, it's about saying we are not alone. You can go anywhere in your head, you can imagine anything. So I don't need to go anywhere else. So up and down, with camera, without camera, looking at the world, talking to people, is fine.